Hello everyone, today I'm bringing you an unboxing of the pre-order items for Venus Vacation Prism. For this game I was mostly aiming to get the Tamaki merch. Unfortunately there was no real way to get them all with a single purchase, so as you can see I had to get several copies of the game. But yeah, that being said, I just treated these ones as merch purchases because Venus Vacation merch is rather rare to come across. So yeah, let's just get started. First of all, well, I guess I messed up by already unwrapping the premium box. At least, you know, the premium box has several other videos out there to show its contents. This one. So, however, one of the pre-order items was included only with the premium box, and I believe it was this acrylic standee. So, let's start with this one then. Maybe let's just get some help. So this would be pre-order item number 1. This would be a small, what I believe it's called a postcard-sized acrylic standee. It comes here with a little thing for it to, you know, not fall down, to be displayed. Let me see if I can get that open and set up. The people at Zen Market really did a good job, I guess, with the packaging, but there's so much tape everywhere. So here you can see the standee in better quality. It's one of the main arts, I believe, from the game, the ones that were released early during the reveal process. It doesn't really have anything other than, you know, the image itself, but it's pretty, it seems pretty sturdy. It's like very heavy in the hand. It doesn't feel very flimsy. So once again, lots of plastic no matter where you look at. But since it had to come all the way from Japan, I guess it makes sense to, you know, include all this kind of protection. So this one is just the simple, kind of like base that you have here, and I guess that's how you would display it. I guess that, you know, given that you have to buy a premium edition for this, is nothing that great, but considering that I was gonna go for all items, I just said, you know, screw it. So that would be the first one. The next item, I believe, is the folder. Oh, and I think the retailer for this was Tora Norana or something. This one I believe is from Geo. The folder itself comes in a separate packaging. So we'll see that some of the items, they do seem to come with their own, like they bundle with the game, but here, the folder here, as you can see, it comes in, you know, pretty decent cardboard. Doesn't seem that it would get bent in the process. I believe this one's size A4. I don't think we really need to get it out of the plastic, but here you can appreciate the art. I guess the art itself is also one of the arts revealed prior to the release of the game, so it's nothing really that crazy. However, I do like the teal color of the back of it with the game's logo. I think that looks pretty nice. And then here, I don't think we really have to open the game itself, since it's just like a regular copy of the game. However, I guess just for completion's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna take it out of the wrapping though. just remove the bubble wrapper, not necessarily take the plastic. So yeah, this is just very similar to the global box. I think most unboxings you've seen have been for that copy of the game, because this one doesn't have English subtitles. So the Japanese version, as you can see, it's pretty much the same, but they just made that decision, I guess, just to mess up with international purchasers. So, oh, I guess I forgot to mention that here you can see the Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo logo in the corner. But yeah, I think compared to this acrylic standee, the folder is a bit nicer. So moving on to the third pre-order merch. I believe that here there are 2 copies of the game that they just put together for prior to shipping, because I got all of this shipped to a warehouse together, and then from them shipped to North America. So yeah, same as last time, another copy of the game. I guess this was the one that was along with this bonus here. This one, however, comes with a smaller standee. This plastic is also really thick. I don't think I'm gonna, open up the whole game by opening it, but let's just take a look. This one was by Yahoo or Mercari reseller. It was like Asakusa something. A lot of the companies that were selling merch for this game I have previously never heard from. So yeah, chasing the different pieces of merch. I mean, I'm only collecting for one character, but I can imagine how much a pain in the ass it could have been for other people. So here we have our third PS5 copy. And now this standee here, as you can see, is quite tiny. Compared to the other one that we got, is quite smaller. But on closer inspection, I think the base is a little bit nicer. I will try to show it here closer to the camera. So the standee here is actually one of the key arts for the game. The base has the game's logo and Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja logos. I think compared to the thickness of this other acrylic standee, seems a little bit flimsier, but I think that the whole base really saves or gives it a more of a premium feeling compared to the base for the other standee, acrylic standee. So here we slot it in. Here's how it ends up looking. I believe that Play Asia has started to sell an acrylic set very similar to this, but instead of just one character, they have all the characters, which I guess is a bit of a downer to find that out after spending quite some money trying to get this merch into North America. But at least I hope that when looking at this video, it gives other people the idea of what to expect. I think the Play Asia one will be much bigger than that one, since it includes all characters and different backgrounds. And now finally, I think this was probably the best out of the bunch. And I had to choose only one of these. I probably would have gone only for the Tapestry. I already own Tamaki Tapestry from the Azur Lane collab. And the cloth is, of really good quality. And I'm guessing that this one will be similar. So we're about to find out. And also compared to the other items, maybe one final remark is that I believe that both the folder and the acrylic standee made the game itself cheaper, whereas getting the copy that included the acrylic standee, the cloth tapestry, you have to pay extra for that. But it wasn't really that big of a sum. I think it must have been something like 1,000 or 1,100 yen. It was definitely cheaper than getting the premium edition with the postcard tapestry, postcard acrylic standee. So here I'll be unrolling the tapestry. This one is actually a little bit thinner than the other one sold at the Koei Tecmo store. I do think it's really nice looking though. The art itself is kind of like a gravure or gravure, I don't know how to pronounce it, from the game. The size is quite decent. I don't think it's as big as the other one. It's just like slightly smaller. But nevertheless, I think out of all of the pre-order merch here, this one here was the nicest. So other than this one, I think that's it really for the merch that you could get for Tamagi in this game. I have already played it through it once and I'm pretty satisfied with the story itself. I mean, I'm a long time Venus Vacation player, and you know, the gacha is nothing really that crazy to you know, rave about its writing, but I think that at least in this game the writing itself was quite charming. And I guess, you know, might as well, since I'm here, I can show off real quick the premium box. I've only opened this once already, but really didn't kind of like inspect all of its content. So all I did was redeem the Steam code, which actually, if you get the PC version from this edition, is region free. You don't have to jump through all the hoops to get it gifted on Steam. This one also has like a poster, like a cloth poster. I guess it's around the same quality as this one. This probably not gonna bother opening this one here, because I think it seems to be a bit of a pain to, you know, get back into the box. And it does come with this like photo book. 1 second, let me see if I can slot it in 1 second. So the book itself is, the pages are big, like nothing, it's not hardcover, it's just soft cover. But I guess it's just like a nice extra for those who want to have a bit of more memorabilia of the game. Here you can see Tamagi once again. This is the image of the cloth poster. I actually really like the one on the left. I wish they had done more merch with her default outfit on this game. But if I had to, you know, give my thoughts, well, the game itself, I already said that I liked. I think I got more or less what I expected. With regards to the merch, I think that the previous merch that we have gotten from like TGS or the Koei Tecmo store, it's a little bit better quality. This is really my first time in many years buying like pre-order merchandise from, or importing pre-order merchandise for video games. So back then I remember like a Switch pouch for VTech. But yeah, no, if I had to say, it's like okay, like nothing too mind-blowing, but I'm definitely happy just to have more merch of my favorite girl in the game and my favorite character in DOA 6. So yeah, as a summary, there's the acrylic postcard or postcard-sized acrylic, the mini acrylic, the A4 folder, and the cloth poster. So that's about it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and see you next time.